Cheers, everybody. We are back for another edition of Bourbon on a Budget. It is review time, and we've got a banger for you today. Let's see if we can get this bad boy up on the big board. I know that Ben's going to be a homer for it. Rare Breed Rye, a turkey product. We are jumping into this. Ben, was the Rare Breed the one with the logo on it, correct? Did I put the tape on, I think?
Oh my God. Yes.
Thank you. TJ Pittenger, Ben Cock, and TJ's Internet Sad Face. How are you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Pretty
good.
You don't care. You just ask that for formality. You don't really care.
No, I just want to say my name twice. Because
Actually,
the name's so nice, they named it twice. It's not even your name. It's just a nickname. So you're lying to us now.
stop lying.
Okay, let's get into
Tonight.
this. Yeah. Next week on Bourbon on a Budget. Rare Breed Rye. Let's talk about it a little bit. Who makes it? What proof is it? What's going on today? What makes it special?
I'm gonna hold up the bottle. It's a very handsome bottle.
Give it to me, Brendan.
Which is why we had you talk about it, because it's handsome.
Oh, thank you.
Wanted to put something handsome in that square.
I do need to lose about 5 to 10 pounds. Football season.
Gosh.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
is this?
And my tummy's been bothering me all day. Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye. This continues our November Turkey Month. Wild Turkey makes this. It's a distiller that makes it, obviously. So I've already said Wild Turkey like 3 times now. Now 4. Wild Turkey 5. No age statement for this straight rye, but it is believed to be a mixture of 4, 6, and 8 years old. There's just no age statement on the bottle. It is proofed at 112.2, so that's 56.1 ABV. And it is their rye counterpart to the Rare Breed Bourbon that was so popular and considered a great bang for your buck bourbon. The mash bill for this is a lower rye. It's 51% rye, 37% corn, 12% malted barley, which is the same exact mash bill as the Wild Turkey 101 rye we did last week. And I have the MSRP for this, fellas, at $60. Does that sound about right, Ben?
Yeah, I would say it's about right. I've seen it as high as I've seen it like as high as 65. And
That's
there's a store. There's a store locally that has it for 55. So
okay.
Yeah.
Split the difference. We'll split the
hashtag
D there.
Jimmy. What's up?
Oh, Jimmy. Got sparks.
Jimmy's the best.
Yeah.
So Ben loves this.
Mm-hmm.
Was this
This was King of the Hill.
This was the King of the Hill, right? And this was the competitor.
The main contestant.
The contestant.
The contender, guys. Dear God.
Okay, we don't rank for a living.
The counterpart.
And if you combine both our salaries, we don't make what you make to do it. So obviously
Brendan.
we're pretty dang good at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Rich Brendan. What are you guys getting on the nose on this thing? Oh, so anyway, this is a good whiskey. This is not a banger.
This is a breaking.
No, I'm sorry, it's not.
This is breaking the budget.
I meant to say it's not banger month. This is definitely a banger.
Oh, I mean, this would be a eligible banger for banger month whenever we do banger month.
Since we didn't want a banger yet, we went with this.
You runner.
Okay, what are we nosing?
To me, I get a lot of vanilla, lemon, a little bit of mint.
It's like a vanilla lemon Girl Scout cookie in a glass. What are those called?
No, stop it. A little bit of
with a hint
of sour apple. A little bit of sour apple.
Yes.
Hint of spearmint. Not much, but a hint of spearmint.
Yeah, it has a little crispiness to it.
Oh,
Crispy,
that's the
like
first
crispy
note
boy.
I have on the nose is crisp, capitalized. It is a refreshing, crisp, KRISP, crisp. Lemon zest. I'm with you, Ben. Caramel at all? Graham cracker, a little crustiness too.
I don't
Crusty. Don't say crustiness.
Yeah, I don't get a whole lot of like bake crust, like butter or graham. Any of those notes. It's more crisp, like a fruit forward. Not in the like plum or like strawberry. It's more like lemon and citrus.
I do get those. I get a lot of things. It's a very involved nose, very refreshing.
I like the nose. Also some pepper, definitely some pepper. I
Peppers.
was talking to Brendan before this. My first bottle, I remember opening up the first time I had it and thinking, man, this is all black pepper. And as you got down through the bottle, it got a little more air into it. And then it opened up to the fruitier and vanilla notes.
Got a black pepper whiskey like that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that song, Black Magic Woman. I did black pepper.
Got a black pepper whiskey. Your
Yeah.
tune was
Oh
on.
my gosh.
I hope YouTube doesn't
What a
copyright
nightmare.
us because that was so
That
accurate. and
I
sounded
probably
just
do
like
need
the
to
song.
edit that out. Yeah, it sounded just like it.
Mhm, mhm.
I was
We're
just
up here.
jamming it.
Let's see, it's gonna get us.
Shazam.
So, yeah.
I still Shazam.
I still Shazam stuff all the time. I'm in a restaurant. I'm holding my phone up really high to
You
get
go,
the speaker over the
Hey
noise.
Siri,
You guys
open
are kidding,
Shazam
right?
And listen.
You guys are
You what?
kidding, right? You don't really
No.
do that.
Yeah, I
All
want to
the
know what the
time.
song is. How else do you figure it
Hello
out?
Siri, open Shazam.
I just put in the notes on. I Google what song is.
You can also just say, "Hey Siri, what song is this?" and it'll listen and tell you.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Welcome to Cinephobe. Wrong podcast.
Wrong.
Sorry.
Yeah. It did
Yeah.
not do it
Sure.
there. All right. Proofed it. What is this? Like 115?
112.2.
Kind of a sweet spot there, right in that 110 that we really like.
I love 110 to 115 range whiskeys.
Mm.
So this was, we did it for the King of the Hill, but I mean, going back even further, this was one of the first times after we tried Rise. You guys had me try the double rye by High West.
That's
Mhm.
right.
That's right. Ben was like, "You might like this." Like.
Stop. Stop.
I'm trying to get some other rye puns in there, and I was like, "All right, I'll try it." And so, but basically, to get through the spiciness and the herbaliness that can sometimes be associated with rye, Ben was like, "Think of vanilla on the palate, let it rest there for like 5 seconds," and damn it, he was right. And right. So
You're a riot, man.
I wasn't even trying, but this got me into like, hey, there's actually some cool stuff beyond the spiciness of rye that I did not like. So Ben, thank you. My wallet thanks you as well because I've spent a lot of money on rye.
You're welcome, wallet.
Well, again, it's Rich Brendan over here. So, okay, something I pick up that I don't know if maybe we did. We just done so many of these that I don't really remember, but I definitely get a little bit of orange peel on this. Like you talked about the lemon, the zest there.
I can see that.
I get some orange in that. Now, of course, there's the vanilla, there's the pepper, there's the spice that we're gonna say are the big hitters. But we reviewed this before. We've talked about this before on other shows. So, but I don't know. I just almost got like smacked in the face with the tangerine.
The old tangerine smack, eh?
Very zesty on the palate as well. Yeah, whereas the nose, I got the definite like lemon zest, and I can see where TJ's coming in. The difference between a lemon and an orange.
Well, you can taste where I'm coming from, not see it.
I can taste it because it is very zesty and it's got kind of that less sour, more sweet with a little bitterness.
Yeah.
There's green apple on the palate as well for me, and I'm still getting the graham cracker crust. I don't care what Ben says. Ben,
Interesting.
wrong on this.
Yeah, I really like how fruity and citrusy and peppery this is, as opposed to a typical bourbon, which is a lot of like caramel and chocolate notes. It gets a little heavy. This is like constantly refreshing your palate as you're drinking it.
It'd be
definitely
great
has
after
a
a marathon.
Yeah, it has definitely a little bit of vanilla on the palate, a little more vanilla than is on the nose to me. But that black pepper and lemon and orange and mint come through really well on the palate, but not too overwhelming.
Yeah, I would think that it's proof like that. When you tell me rye, you talk about proof over 110, like you'd think, oh, this would be a great, wintry kind of cold weather drink. But damn, like this would probably be really refreshing after a marathon, like TJ said, in the summertime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can drink this anytime. After a marathon, in church,
during a marathon,
during a
mile 18,
during a funeral, it does not matter. This is
right.
the go-to all around anytime.
I actually prefer this not in the fall. Like I don't have to me, this is not a winter or a fall drink.
No, I'm with you.
It's good. I like it. I watched a YouTube video today. It was talking about ideal whiskeys for Thanksgiving. And he said that you would go with something that's kind of contrasting to like the richness of the turkey. And he was like saying, maybe a rye that has like a little more pepper or citrus in it. So this could almost be good with a pairing at Thanksgiving because it would refresh your palate from how rich all the food is.
Also,
something to think about.
Rare breed, wild turkey.
And there's a turkey on the entire bottle. So
I do. Tradition the last couple of years is wild turkey 101 bourbon on Thanksgiving. All day.
Yeah.
That's kind of something that I like to do.
That's valid.
How much do you drink?
3 bottles.
We don't have to get into that right now.
How much do you drink?
Listen, I
feel very judged by this.
How
much do you drink, sir?
I meant like on that day, but
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you drink?
How about the fact that so I was at an appointment this morning, and that they always ask you, just 1 to 2.
Oh yeah, you always lie.
1 to 2 social drinks, only. And I was just like, yep, that's there you go.
Per day? Do you mean per day?
Per hour? 1 to 2 social drinks.
The dentist asked me how much I drink. Like, what business of that is your what business?
That's a good comeback. That's a good comeback.
But I had stuff in my mouth. I was like, all right.
Yeah, made it even better.
Finish.
It's all warm to me. Cinnamon. Definitely nutmeg. The spice comes through. Yeah, cinnamon,
Whoa.
Nutmeg.
Baking spices.
Yeah. And it sits
vanilla.
Long. Sits long.
It's a crisp finish as well. The crispness of the nose, it has those nice spices, but it turns into something very, almost, dare I say, delicate at the end, but not in a faint way, like in a kiss on the cheek, like a lingering kiss on the cheek.
It's like a kiss on the cheek in a glass.
It's not in a glass.
It's in a kiss on the cheek in a Glencairn.
Sure.
Ben came over today and helped me move
Kiss you on the
couch.
cheek. Oh, okay.
Ben came over, yeah, and then we put it in a glass. He came over and helped me move a couch today, and so I was like, you want a beer? And so we split a beer, and I filled up a Glencairn with a beer.
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea.
It was a very aggressive, strong beer that it would have been a lot for one of us to just.
Yeah, definitely couldn't have.
It was a Busch Light Apple.
I like the idea of you guys being neighbors. Take a walk, like literally 2 minutes to each other's house, and I like the idea of Ben giving TJ European each time he sees him.
That's how it goes. That's part of the neighborhood. We're a European neighborhood. Anyway, how do you want to rate this?
I'll get a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that's great.
Formalities.
For those that have not been around, 2 points for the nose, 4 for the taste, 1 for the finish, 1 for cohesiveness and complexity. That word should just be cohesion, but
you've been outvoted on this multiple times.
You guys are drunk. And 2 points for the value. So you get 2 points for the nose. Benethy.
Yes.
First up.
Ooh, I think I'm going to go 175 here. I really like the nose. There's a lot to dive into, a lot of character. The nose changes over time. I like it.
Brandon,
I'm a homer with this one.
Wild Turkey, he is, but Wild Turkey does. I'm looking through like some of our other scores from this month, like the Long Branch and the Wild Turkey 101 rye. Like they do a really great job on the nose. Like everything's really, really pretty smelling. I'm not quite as high on it, but 1.5 for me, it is very nice. TJ?
I hate to agree with Ben, but I'm going 175 here. This nose is
let's go
excellent. It's complex. What did Brittany? You gave Midwinters a 2, correct? If I remember on our rapid review, which
you guys need to review that.
If you haven't checked out our rapid reviews, go do that. Ben and I may have a little something up our sleeve right here for that this week. Well, I just was up my sleeve, but 175 for me. Taste, Brendan, you can go first on this one.
Ooh, okay.
Since you're going to crap on it all night, we might.
No, I don't think I am going to crap on it all night. I think it is a very balanced dram. It's got a nice combination of complexity. It's rich. It's delicate though at the same time, and it hits notes of fruitiness, of spices, of just dessert sweet. This is easily. Maybe I'm even going low on this. It's easily in the 3 range for me. 3 out of 4. It's easily in the 3 range. I think I'm going to settle on 3, but if you guys go higher than that, I'm not going to argue it. It's well above average, very good range for me.
Ben,
don't argue with me. 3 1/4. 3.25.
What? No, I'm just kidding.
I think it's great. I think it's really good.
So
I like this bottle a lot. Into you, TJ.
Chugs it.
I had to take one more sip.
Yeah.
I'm going 3.25. I'm going to agree with Ben here.
Stop copying me.
Yes, it's disturbing.
It's helping your whiskey
Mm-hmm.
that you like.
Don't copy me.
Okay, 2.5.
3.75.
Finish. Ben can go here.
This is at a 2, right?
Out of 1 every single week. He always.
It's our first review, so I get it. I get why he doesn't.
It's at a 1. Okay.
It's always
I would say
where he
half.
stumbles.
I'm going half. 0.5.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
okay.
Dude, I'm between a 0.75 and a 1. Like, it's a great finish.
Yeah.
Again, it's delicate. I'm surprised you're that
Yeah.
low, but that's fine. You know what? It's yours.
Yeah.
He gave
0.75.
101 up.
You do you. You do
Yeah.
you.
I'm going to go 0.7 or 0.7. Yeah, 0.75. It's out of 2. 0.75.
It's at a 1.
I know. I'm being Ben.
I'm going 0.75 as well.
It's at a
Yeah, I
3.
gave Wild Turkey 101 rye a 0.7 or a 0.5, so this is definitely better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Ben and I gave Brimstone a 0.75. Gave Heaven's Door Redbreast a 0.75. So yeah, I'm going 0.75 here. Cohesiveness and complexity. I'll go first on this one. I'll give this the full 1. I think there's enough going on with it where it is definitely complex. We talked about the vanilla, the spice, the sweet
Everything
notes. And then as far as cohesiveness, I think it stays pretty consistent through the whole thing. Changes up a little bit, but in a great way. And so full point here.
Full
Brendan.
1 was your nickname in college. It would have been funnier if I said it 30 seconds ago after you said full 1. I am also giving it a full 1.
Fool me once, Brendan makes a bad joke. Fool me twice, Ben, you're up.
The one with the bad joke.
1 as well. I think it checks all the boxes here.
Which boxes is it checking?
Cohesion and cohesivity.
I like it. So we go into our value round. I've given this a 6.75.
Wow.
Brendan at a 6.25. And Ben is at a 4.25.
Really? That seems
No,
oddly low.
I know.
Seems
Ben's at a
oddly low.
6.5. Well, I think this is going to do some numbers here now that we get to value. We said it was a $55, $60,
Probably
$65.
numbers, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to do some kind of numbers.
Yeah.
$55 to $65 bottle will settle on 60, about 112 proof.
Yeah.
What is
Fairly available. It's not. I would not call this hard to find. This is easier to find than, let's scroll up, easier than Blood Oath. I mean, easier than Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, easier than Blanton's, easier than Early Times Bottle and Bond, easier than E.H. Taylor, easier than Maker's Mark FAE, easier than Wello Special Reserve, easier than Widow Jane Decadence. Sorry, Joe. Easier than
Joe.
Light Whiskey, easier than Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's not hard to
and I'm going in order of like things.
You
we
may have to
do.
go to 2 stores.
Yeah.
in Tampa for you guys. For me in Tallahassee, there's one store that carries it, but it's not like an all the time type.
MSL?
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, your stores suck up there. That's your problem.
Yeah. Move to a better city.
Yeah.
Shout out FSU. Going to beat Miami. Brendan, 2 points for value.
Let's see. So it's going to hang on. Wait, FSU 31, Miami 28. Bake sale, boys.
And I heard somebody else say something like bake sale or fake momentum 31, VHS tape empire 28. Shout out Ingram Smith.
Shout out Ingram. I called it fomentum in the offseason. I thought that was
saw that.
pretty good. Ben's losing interest. Probably other people who don't know what we're talking about are as well. All right, so value for 2.
Agreed.
2. So starting point, it's definitely an above average value. So it's a 1's the like if anyone, either one of you go below 1, which I don't anticipate you will, but I would fight you on that.
I would strike you down.
I think so. I'm going to go to
I'll
1.5. So what we're getting is a
1.5.
high rye or high proof rye. It's delicious. Oh man, don't put down 1.5 for me. That's probably what I'm going to go with 1.5 on value.
You just said it. You just said 1.5 out loud.
No, I didn't. 1.5. Ben?
Yeah, I think 1.5 is right. I struggle with this because value is so comparative. And so the immediate question is, do I want to spend $55 or $60 for this, or $45 for rare breed bourbon? And that's what I always fight myself against, because it's like an extra 30%.
What about, since it's in the neighborhood, Ben? What about rare breed? What about Wild Turkey 101 rye? Like, would you rather spend $20 on that or $60 on this?
That's not even a comparison to me. They're just not on the same playing field.
Okay, all right.
At all.
Even though they're saying,
would you rather have 3 bottles of that or 1 bottle?
Do I want to have 3 mixers or 1 sipper? You know, like that's not. They just don't. They don't compute. That isn't it. One of these is not like the other.
Ben's not playing our game. All right.
Yeah. Ben and I have talked about this quite often, and I probably drink 2 to 3 nights a week. Yeah.
Per day.
I probably drink 2 to 3 times a week, and one of those being this. So, and that's kind of a not that the stuff we drink isn't good, but that's kind of a predetermined drink. Like, I don't get to pick what I'm drinking that night. I guess to some extent I do. So I'm only probably drinking 1 or 2 other times a week. And so though I would like to drink more, I just can't and don't. Mm-hmm. And so usually what I'm going to drink, unless people are over and I'm making drinks or something like that, is in this dollar range. Like, I'm usually drinking things at the 45 to 50 to 60 range. Store picks. I'm not up at that 80 to 100 to 120 or my really rare stuff. But on a normal night, I'm drinking those Maker's picks we've talked about, something like this, some store picks that, you know, a High West store pick's going to run you like $55, $60. So anyway, for that reason, I think this value is absolutely exceptional. It's one of the best you can get. To be at a 6.75, which I rated this a little bit higher than both of you guys. I mean, really just a 1.25 off being perfect, right? It nearly had a perfect nose, nearly had a perfect finish. Was cohesive and complex. Taste, it got a little dock on, but still 3.25, which is one of the best you can get. I'm going to go 1.75 on this. I think for the availability and the price, you can't find anything else that's on this. Like, you can't find another $60 bottle that's available pretty much all the time that would score as highly as we just did. And so to me, it's a 1.75.
1.5 for me.
I was gonna say, I didn't think Ben gave the score.
1.5.
I thought you did too. You said you were going 1.5 too.
Sure. 1.5 it is.
So after value, doing some quick math in my head here, Brendan gives this an 8. Ben gives this a 7.75.
Ooh, get on the board.
I give this an 8.5.
Get on the board. What a homer, TJ.
Our score
813
to an 8.08, which is an 8.1. It has not only jumped onto the big board, Brendan has to erase everything off of the big board because this is a new number 1.
No, actually, it's tied with Smoke Wagon. They're both 0.83s. How about that? So tied for first.
Oh, is it really? Oh, so you didn't round up there. That's really been an 8.1 the whole time.
Wow. This is smoke, huh? Yeah, it's a great bottle.
This is a great bottle.
To me, we need to do the rare breed bourbon and just see where that kind of shakes out, because there's a lot of comparisons I have with that. Great bottle.
Do you think that's as good as this?
It's $15 cheaper.
It's 30% cheaper.
Which is
it 30% better?
Speaking Ben's language there.
Just saying.
Ben, would you
myself on?
Before we go, when TJ came to you about 7-8 months ago and was like, "Hey, we're thinking about doing this content. We should do something on bourbon." And like, "Hey, I know this weird guy covers FSU that has a value system for it and has written some things about value and bourbon." If value wasn't at the core of this, would you have been interested? Because you take this to heart probably more than TJ.
Value is the most important.
Okay.
Why are you drinking it if it has no value?
Well, everything has some value, right? Like, even if it's a negative value, it still has a value.
Unless it has no value.
I've given things 0 on value.
So I stand by my 1.75.
I don't hate your 1.75.
I would have gone up if I had to go. If 1.5 was available.
But I just think that you can't get a better all the time available $60 bottle. Like, I don't think it's possible. So you get what you pay for in that sense. Like, this is the best always available $60 bottle. And so if it's the best, maybe it should have got it. Maybe it should have got it too. Like, otherwise the standard is impossible.
1920.
I don't know. Rare Breed Bourbon knocked it off, and this is probably slightly better than Rare Breed Bourbon.
I don't know.
We don't know, but hey, it's an elite. I mean,
This is elite.
This is
Yeah.
entering elite category for us. We've never had anything hit a 9. I don't know if we ever will. It'd be pretty. If this was $45, then may have had a chance.
Well,
But
we
it's
all
not.
may have
It's
gone
60.
2 there, yeah.
Yeah, we all probably would have. Even then, they still wouldn't have hit a 9.
So,
Great whiskey.
great
run.
whiskey. Go back and check out Tuesday's episode in which we had another round of King of the Hill. Ton of fun doing that. Hey, we mentioned it on Tuesday's episode. We're going to mention it here again, and Ben kind of made mention of it. We're doing our rapid reviews, which are a ton of fun. They're quick, they're easy, they're like mini Brendan Sinones. You will enjoy them thoroughly, and if you don't, they're only like 5 to 7 minutes. So go check out our rapid reviews. They're
Also
anywhere
like
that you
me.
can find the podcast.
5 7 minutes.
Ooh, it's a
Ask
little bit
my
long,
wife.
but let's not lie to the people. But for TJ Pittenger, Brendan Sinone, Ben Cock, and myself,
And myself.
cheers.